And this is where the fun happens. Greetings freaks and folks, this is Vlad the Lad, back with another deck video for you guys today. I'm pre-recording this on the weekends so we have something to watch during the week, but you will watch this on the 15th of June, so hooray! We are halfway there to patch 2.11 is the number, because we were waiting for that since the patch 2.9, which was atrocious and was released I think in the end of May, so we had to wait the whole June for that, and today it's the 15th, so we're halfway there, boys and girls. Let's celebrate. But in the meantime, we will do something that other people on the ladder do to us, because they do us dirty with playing Azir Irelia, and we will do them dirty back with this Fiora list I put together. Now Fiora, if in case you don't know, is an all-in Fiora deck, so this is our only win condition. If she dies, we lost basically. But we have 3 copies of her in deck, so we potentially have 3 attempts to win with her, and upon killing 4 enemies with her, we will win the game automatically. Now, how are we approaching this? Well, in the Shurima deck, on the Shurima region rather, we have a big package of cards that, will either protect her or have another strike ability, or what I love the most about this deck is this card right here, which is Chronoshift, a 7-mana burst speed spell, which is basically the ultimate from Zillion in the League of Legends. And it says, give an allied champion, the next time I will die this round, fully heal me and grant me +3/+3 instead. So putting this on our Fiora, if she is threatened with a death, will heal her and give her this extra stats, which is, something really nasty at times, because, she can die, or you put this on her when she's threatened to die, which happens a lot, because obviously the enemies, especially in Masters, do know how to play against these decks, and they really want to remove the Fiora from the board. And we can capitalize on that with our Chronoshift here. We have big weaknesses though, like Azrael and Draven, for example. They run multiple of these, of the Scorched Earth, which is a 3-mana spell that will kill an damaged enemy, or unit rather. They can just ping our Fiora, and then they have this 3-mana auto-remove her from the board. And we have a hard time dealing with that, but the Chronoshift yet again is something that will help us out against this. I have a one-off of Unyielding Spirit in this list. I think this is an auto-win in certain situations where they want to hard remove our Fiora with a Vengeance, for example. And we can reply to that with the Unyielding Spirit, which is an 8-mana spell, and will say, I can't take damage or die. So from that point onwards, we have an Immortal Fiora that can just be obliterated or silenced, these two. Other than that, you can remove the Fiora, and from that point onwards, we basically auto-win, because, she can die, she will at some point kill 4 enemies, or we kill the enemy nexus in time. Other than that, we have a lot of combat tricks, like we have, for example, the Sharp Side, which gives us +2/+2, and the ability to block into elusive units if we face elusive enemies. We have Standalone, which is mostly the biggest, or the most important combat trick in this deck, that will give us, or grant us rather, +3/+3, so we can boost up our Fiora to an extent where she gets 6/5, leveled up 7/6, and so on and so forth. We can apply this multiple times on her, and we have the means to stand alone, because we need to have only 1 ally on the board. Sometimes we have things like Soothsayer and also the Clockling from the Ancient Preparations on the board, but we can sacrifice this with things like Rite of Calling, which will yet again give us another Fiora in hand. Or if we don't draw her at all, we can use this on our Clockling that we will get out of the Ancient Preparations, kill off our Clockling and draw our Fiora, which is a win condition. The double 2 of the Soothsayer is just to give her the spell shield, like there's no more purpose of her. At very rare At very rare scenarios, we will need her as a blocker against aggro, for example, but most of the time we have her just to apply the spell shield on her, so the enemy needs two spells to first pop the spell shield and then kill off the Fiora. Other than that, we have Ancient Hourglass as a 2-off here, which is basically a 2-mana deny for any removal they play on her, on our Fiora, so extremely neat trick there as well. We have the Scrying Sands as a 3-off, which will reduce the damage from the enemy we're attacking by 2. So we can take down almost all 1-drops and yeah, some 2-drops and other units as well that have very low attack. We can take them down without taking any damage for Fiora, so it's basically a give Fiora +2 health, right? If that makes any sense. In very rare scenarios, we also can use this to deny any face damage in case the opponent threatens us with death or killing our Nexus before we can get off our 4 kills with a Fiora. And also very important, this card is predicting, so we have this alongside the full set of Ancient Preparations to predict our Fiora, which is also a reason why we run Shurima in the first place and not the, what's it called, the Frel Yord version, which is also a really neat Fiora version where you can have more combat tricks like Troll Chant and the likes. We don't have stuff like that in Shurima, but we have, like I said prior, all the tools for Shurima as well. We have a 1-off of Siphoning Strike, which will strike a unit and it will, if it dies, it will pump up our Fioras by +2/+2 everywhere. So if we replay our Fiora, she will be pumped up right away. It's my 3rd Concerted Strike. Most people run triple Concerted Strike, but I think the payoff for being the slow speed instead of being fast speed like the Concerted Strike, the 2/2/2 is really worth it, to my opinion. And also most of the time you don't get the +2 allies to strike with, right? So you basically pay more mana for the effect and have a bad payoff for that, if that makes any sense. Okay, then we have a 2-off of Rite of Negation, which is basically a counter everything that threatens our Fiora yet again, or will threaten us as a player, our Nexus. Then we have a 2-off of Golden Aegis, which will put a barrier on our Fiora and give us a rally, so we potentially kill another unit off until we get our 4 units killed with the Fiora. Then we have the Quicksand, which will remove all the keywords and give a -4 attack, which is huge. It's basically the Shurima version of Hush, so we can remove everything like Overwhelm, like Elusive, all the kinds of stuff, and give a -4 on the unit that we are blocking or that we're potentially aggressively attacking. Like, for example, I took down the last game a Lysandra early on, because normally she has tough, but with Quicksand we remove that toughness and give her -4 attacks, so our Fiora can, as a 3/2 body, just kill her easily. Yeah, Single Combat is like mainly the most important card in this deck, as it's a 2-mana strike unit. I mean, it has Fiora on the card even, so this is the way to go if you are in a pickle and you use this as a last out. You mostly want to keep this as your, finish the game off card most of the time, because it's very cheap and you can drag out the game until a point where the enemy is in checkmate position and he needs to play a really thick hard removal on your Fiora, and you can, in response, single combat, for example, to get the last kill off for her and her win condition. Okay, and that's probably about it. I think I explained every card in this deck. It was a pretty long explanation for a mono Fiora deck, but I think in case you don't know how to play this, I think I explained this to an extent where you can now go into it. You have to pass a lot, and I think the upcoming gameplay that I will record is showing that. And before we start, we will actually go into the Too Long Didn't Watch, because it's a ritual and not everybody enjoys long deck decks. So we go there. So hello there, you lovely lads with little time. This is a complete mono Fiora deck, so our only win condition is Fiora, as we need to kill 4 enemies with her on board, with 1 copy of her. We have 3 attempts to do that. If one of our Fioras dies, we have 2 more or 1 more in the deck to do this. We have a lot of strikes and combat tricks in this deck to play around her. We have counters like Ancient Hourglass in case he wants to remove it. We have Rite of Negation in case he wants to do something like a Vengeance or something like that. We also have a Chronoshift to let her survive one death, or we can make her immortal with the Unyielding Spirit. So we have a really big toolbox of things to protect her and make her shine. So yeah, a classic all-in Fiora deck and my take on a Shurima version of her. And if you want to know every card in particular, like always, you can jump back and we will jump into the games together right now. So let's go and see if we can find Azir Irelia. Let's go. Alright. Our first matchup is really unfavorable. Like I said, on the deck tag they have things like Scorched Earth to remove our Fiora. We don't have her in hand, so we will hard mulligan for her. Something I forgot to mention in the deck tag, the mulligan is almost always hard mulligan for her, unless you have something like Ancient Preparations, for example. This is something you want to keep in the open as well. But let's see here if we can manage to take out the Easy Draven. Yeah, they pass until round 3, this is really normal. I will go with the Perseverance here. This is also a card we have in the deck to have in proactive play and not burn too much mana in the process. I could play Soothsayer into Rite of Calling, but I will pass for now. He top deck Draven like every Azir Draven player does. And I think we will pass on. Here it's not too big of a threat right now. We're just burning 1 mana here. He will get, and there's our Fiora. Here we get 3 damage in. But that's completely fine. We are at the point where he won't spend any more mana, so I will try to get a... Oh no, it's a wow. I will try to develop a Fiora here. I will go with the Chain Vest. So he can potentially now kill her off with the second one of that. We have Sharp Sight in case he has more removal, but the Revenant's Flock already does it, unfortunately. Okay, so he has Scorched Earth, we can't do anything about it. But we have 1 out of it. This is really good for us. I don't know if he runs 3 of them or not. We will go with the Ancient Preparations first. Because if we can draw a Find a Fiora, yep. We can draw her right away with the Perseverance. He does develop that, okay. Unfortunately we can't Perseverance and Fiora. So we have to take, yet again, the damage. The 7 damage to face here. Next round. Just hope he doesn't develop more. Like, we could see a House Spider here. Okay, he decides not to. Really good for us. Usually open attack. Yep. Even though I don't know if this is the right play. I mean, he definitely has a spider in hand, and most of the time I will just play Fiora and he could stun her, right? Oh no, it's a war. So he's cycling here for his other Scorched Earth that he potentially has in deck. He has 8 mana, which is scary. Okay, we say Culling Strike here. Because we don't have the means to play anything else, besides Sharpsight and Soothsayer, we can also go with the standalone here.
Nothing to hold me back.
To stop that. Also, this is permanent. And I do want to play the Soothsayer anyways. He does have the, what's it called? Thermal Beam. So we have to play Soothsayer here and tap out completely. Let's see how he is trying to stop that. We do have a second Soothsayer in hand, so if we bobs the spell shield now, we can do another on her next round. Yep, there's the spider. Bob the spell shield. I mean, you could also Rite of Calling here. My Soothsayer. Yep. There's that. So yet again, we are in Revenant's Flock range. Do find the Quicksand. Booming Blade is also pretty neat, but yeah, he could just remove it with the flock, like I said. Which means we go with the Soothsayer here.
The oasis of the...
There's one flock, okay. So right now we don't have, like we have sharp sights to prevent another flock, but that's about it. So flock plus any ping does it, which means I will just pass here. We can't afford to take any damage. Look at me now. I think in that case I do want to kill this off, together with the Scrying Sands. And we look into Unyielding Spirit here, I think, is the play. So if he doesn't have... Like next turn we have a total of 11 mana. Which means if he doesn't do it now... Oh! Okay. Yeah, that's a problem. That's a big problem. That's a way bigger problem. Okay, I think we're dead. Like we can play another Fiora here, but I don't think that he will make the cut.
By my honor, you must
So this is our last Fiora. If she also dies, we are dead. You see an open attack here, so we block like this and this. And we go for the quicksand on this one, I think is the play. Yeah, because I can't go sharp sight and concerted strike. I don't get to an extent where I have 6 attacks, so I have to take the risk here. Kill the Draven, obviously. Got 3. But now, yeah, Thermal Beam, anything will kill me here and finish off the game. Okay, so for right now he's fishing. That's a 2 damage, that's okay, we can deal with that. Okay, let's see. I could... how we are approaching this? Let's see here, we can Unyielding Spirit and Quicksand. So I will start off with Quicksand on that. And see what he does. As an answer, we can Unyielding Spirit if he wants to remove her. But I don't think we have the means to deal with this overwhelm shit here. That's that. I could also Concerted Strike as a reply, which would give us the 3 kills, right? But I think I have to go with this and hope to top deck another... I don't know. I have to go for this. If he has another removal, he has another removal. But this stops the Culling Strike. I have no equal. So, we do have 3 kills. So the only thing we need here is either him not... Okay. Is that game for us? Probably is. Ooh! The top deck! What you got for me?
Is this supposed to be a challenge?
GG! No! 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 You little bastard. 1 off. Oh man. I mean, it's exactly lethal. This kills 2 and yeah, it activates his ability. Yeah, I can do this, but doesn't make a difference. Ah, 1 more action and we would have the Bumbling Braid, or just 1 HP more. Fuck it.
This will be quick.
At least we killed this little bastard off. Alright, GG. We almost had him with this top deck,
We lost focus.
but we lost focus. right. But you saw the mind games there, so that's why I want to include this in the video. Normally I wouldn't show it off a video like that, but I think you saw how to play this properly. But this is just a very, very bad matchup. The Azir Draven, they have too many answers. Let's go for round 2. Okay, face some Thresh and Azus. If he doesn't run us down really quickly, this could be a favorable matchup. Definitely full mulligan yet again for our Fiora. Okay, we don't find her. Neither any predict cards. At least we have some draw now. There ain't no Fiora. He has sort of the nuts opener.
The Emperor commands, the land obeys.
Yeah, this is one of the scenarios where I will play a Soothsayer beforehand,
away all the troubles you.
just to lower the aggression of him.
Always forward.
Definitely blocking the fading icon. No, I'm not. I'm actually blocking this the Tune Keeper because I want to Rite of Calling afterwards on her. And he... I mean, he could also have the Black Spear, right? So, yeah, but I'm playing around Vile Feast if I block like this. So I think it's worth it. Taking the 1 damage. I mean, I could also wait for next turn, right? Yeah, I'm just passing here. Because now he doesn't have anything sacrificed. Plus I could also draw into her. Yeah, okay, I don't. So we do this. Double Vile Feast would do it, but no Black Spear. Yeah. So we can play her now.
Fall by my
We do have the means to protect her with Sharp Sight. Alright. It's okay if we want to burn this mana. I'm completely fine with that. Uh-huh. So what we're doing here is we go for a standalone. Let's see, he pulls me in, deals 6. Yeah, going down to 6 isn't ideal.
just the way I like it.
But like this I'm threatening the Thresh, so maybe he doesn't even want to attack into my Fiora here. Okay, he doesn't attack at all. That's completely fine with me. Completely fine with me.
For the honor of trying.
So we take down the Thresh here, I think is the play. And we also Scrying Sands, I think. Yeah, single combat. We almost always prioritize single combat to deny any... Yeah, he could have Glimpse Beyond, right? But I guess he will want to have this as an out
By my side.
for the last kill. I'll pass here, actually. Okay. He does go white here. Now if I Golden Aegis, I still have 4 mana open for Rite of Negation, so I think I want to go for it. Kill off the Spirit Leech. Do I? I think I'd rather kill this off, because in case he does have Vile Feast, I don't die. And if he wants to Black Spear afterwards, I can counter it. Yep. Exactly. And this is what we have this for. We level?
I have
No
no
equal. Alright, we're pretty low on mana. That is a problem. Not gonna lie. Please. Okay, we can't Counter Strike and single combat, but we can Golden Aegis and single combat. So I will start off with this. I kind of have to. Because if I double single combat, he can just counter it with Riot Negation. And an open attack he doesn't have quite lethal, but next turn he would probably with the Atrocity. So I think going for Golden Aegis is the right play here. As long as he doesn't have Black Spear enabled. Also, he played 2 Vile Feasts, so probably he doesn't have another one in hand. Okay.
I
So if we do this, he could yet again Black Spear, but that's about it. He still has Black Spear and... oh. I mean, why risk it? We play like this. Even Black Spear plus... well, Feast doesn't do it. I think. Maybe Black Spears and... oh, it actually does it. Yeah. So Black Spear plus Wild Feast is killing me. Everything else isn't. But he lets me do the trait.
We love it when they run.
Okay. Let's think here. I have to do this preemptively. In case he has Glimpse Beyond, he will deny the win. But you can't pull me in with the last unit. So we do this. Play around Wild Feast yet again.
This will be quick.
Okay, we have him.
As I expected.
Did I expect that? Probably, yeah. Okay. Trundle, Lysandra, I mean, they just don't play any units and they win, right? Okay, but I will try. We have the Fiora, we have Golden Aegis, we have a lot of things. It's a pretty good hand overall. So he kept one card. Ooh, now this is the card that may win us the game here. Also, if you find another Fiora, we can play around the Watcher. Okay, let's see here. I want to play the take the Ancient Hourglass because this is a 2-mana deny for any removal. And I think I do want to go with the Perseverance here. You find the standalone, okay. We open attack here. We never play Fiora because she would die off of Avalanche and yeah, many other things that they have. So we make them burn 3 mana here. We do have the Soothsayer. As they go for a retreat. Our problem has it that I can't play standalone on my Fiora. Bit problematic.
I long for a worthy opponent.
Okay. Ravine is a problem. Because I think the effect goes off before my Fiora comes out. Yeah, it's a problem. Fuck. Yeah, that's one Fiora down. I guess.
Everything I've worked for.
And we don't have any play. Big problem. Yeah, I probably shouldn't have played Clockling, the Ancient Preparations. But the Predict thing is just too good, normally. He's so afraid he doesn't play any unit. Up to now. Now he plays Mr. King of Trolls. We do find another Fiora. That's really good.
By my honor.
You must die. Now we actually do have the means to stand alone here. There is the box. I could also Ancient Hourglass. Yeah, I think I want to Ancient Hourglass here. Because this will not give her the 3 damage. And like that we can threaten the Trundle next round. Yeah, I mean, problem has it that he has Vengeance mana. So I do need to Soothsayer here before we go. I mean, stand alone into Soothsayer. I can't detect the Trundle though, because Blighted Ravine will get through my spell shield from the Fiora. But I mean, I could also play Sharpsight in case he has another Ravine. I think I have to go for it, because other than that he will level his Trundle, and I can't really afford that. So I will go for the kill. Mr. Troll is out. Here comes the Ravine. Yeah, he really needs to know how to approach this. I guess he wants to bop the spell shield, because if he doesn't bop it, we have a really good Unyielding Spirit next round. Okay, he goes with the second Trundle. Let's see. I guess he does want to threaten her with the Trundle attack. Hail to the king. But what we do have is the Unyielding Spirit onto the Fiora, and if he wants to double shenanigans with Bobbing Shield and Vengeance, we have the means to Ancient Hourglass to counter that. But I mean, he could also have the Watcher combo now, right? I don't know if he could. Like playing another Ice Pillar, getting the Watcher out. Yeah, no, he can't. Because his list is 1 out of... Like, he needs 3 units, and Matron doesn't do it. It's a play effect with the Pillar. Fortunately, not the summon effect. Alright, now we do this. Let's see. Your Wild Feast into Vengeance. Or that. We say nope. But this unfortunately also means we can't Unyielding Spirit her. That's a pity. But we do keep the spell sheet on her. I guess I want to draw the other Fiora right away. To also have standalone enabled for next round, in case we need it.
Washed away.
Washed away. Alright. Let's go and kill this off, I think, is the play. Because this is a free kill for us. We have the options to Golden Aegis as well. If he develops something else, we can Boomerang Blade to kill him off. Alright, we get the level up.
I have no
Equal.
equal.
That's really, really good. Also, the fact that he played these 2 spells instead of a Wild Feast tells me that he doesn't have something like that in hand to pop the spell shield. So... okay. He passes. Now, if I do this... yeah, there are a lot of things that could pop my spell shield. And I can't heal her up to an extent where I can kill off the 8 damage, or eat up the 8 damage from Trundle. Which means... I guess I have to Concerted Strike here. Do I?
For a
I think I need Concerted Strike for like a fast speed spell, right? So I will instead do this. I can't afford to Golden Aegis this. I don't think so. So let's see if he has an answer. I tapped out in mana, so now he knows he can Wild Feast into Vengeance yet again will kill my Fiora. Alright. He doesn't have anything. Or he doesn't want to play anything. These 2 things are happening. So we need 1 more kill. He does have the Marine. That's okay. So we Chain List. Make her survive. It's a good and a bad thing that this doesn't pop Spell Shield. So we still have the Spell Shield on her next turn. My opponent's really thinking a lot here. But yeah, I mean, it's a really hard, yeah, like dance around the Fiora. Alright, so he does pop the spell shield now. So we don't have it anymore. Yeah, now we are vulnerable to a lot of hot removal things. Yeah, we don't have the means to deal with that. Like, we needed either the Chronoshift or the Unyielding Spirit. But, I mean, we already played the Unyielding Spirit, right? So, only Chronoshift is saving us here against Vengeance. Or the other... Do we still have one? Hourglass? Yeah, but everything that's damage-based, we can deal with that with the standalone. Okay. He decides to play an Ice Pillar. Interesting.
Just the way I like it.
I will soft pass with the burst speed standalone. See what he does. We still have mana open. But this means you're dead. Isn't it? I play Golden Aegis. And yeah. Oh, never. I forgot about Volvo. I threw the game. Isn't that cool? Why am I so stupid?
Learn, change, re-engage.
Yeah. There was definitely something to learn from. Okay, some spiders. This is something where we are pretty favorite. But we need to find our Fiora early. That's the crucial thing. And all these expensive spells aren't really good. But with the Rite of Negation we can at least stop something like the Decimate. Alright, auto concedes. That's also fine to me. Alright, maybe we get some redemption on Easy Draven. Let's see though. Definitely keeping the Ancient Hourglass. Golden East is pretty trash in this matchup. Like, we can't rely on barriers. Conservative Strike is too early. We do want to find our Fioras. Chainverse is pretty good though. Stops a lot of things like the Static Shock. Fiora! Okay, but Rite of Calling is almost as good as Fiora. He's obsolete. Okay, we take 1 damage here. Pass. Fiora? Nope. But we can kill an ally to draw a champion. He can stop this with the Mystic Shot, but he does not. Soft pass with Ignition. Yeah, Thermal Beam kills her even with Chain Vest, so... I mean, but I have Ancient Hourglass, right? I think developing her is right here.
Strength in grace, beauty in the blade.
Okay, he doesn't even do anything about it. Interesting. This is a very good card in this matchup. Alright. Let's see what you got here for me. Yeah, I probably should have played the Chain Vest. Was quite kind of obvious that he will pass. So we do this. Scrying Sands. Before he can do the second ignition. And I probably Concerted Strike here. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I can't Chronoshift and Chain Vest. It's the problem. So the only thing that kills me afterwards is double... what's it called? Scorched Earth. So I won't play around double Scorched Earth here. Play this first. Go down to 1. Culling Strike. We can stop it with Standalone. We would be down to 4. Meaning... Yeah, neither of... Like, Scorched Earth, yet again, is the only thing that kills me. But Scorched Earth does kill me. Only one of it. So I guess I will... That's really tough. I mean, I can still Ancient Hourglass afterwards, right? So we just stand alone here. Stop the Culling Strike. Go down to 4 HP, but we still have tough. And next turn, if he lets me, yep. We have Chronoshift to heal up full again. Also Concerted Strike. Okay, this doesn't do anything to my Fiora. So we pass.
It's Draven time.
Draven time, okay. I think I want to remove this right away. I want to bait out a removal for my Fiora. But I mean, again, 1 mana off for Chronoshift. Because if I pass, he will just pass back. Yeah, I have to... I can't take the risk. Meaning, we kill him like this. See what he does here. Okay, even removes an Azir in hand. That's interesting. Doesn't kill my Fiora. We advance.
2 down.
2 down. I don't have to do anything as of now. He needs to remove her, and if he doesn't, we just keep on passing. I'm completely fine with passing. Here comes the stun. So I want to predict something here. I think Rite of Negation is a good thing, because Spell Shield is easy to bop for this deck. We're going down to 10. I think that's something we can afford. Hey, you have to start trying to kill my Fiora, dude. Yep. Exactly. And this is where the fun happens. Having 10-9 with tough. And he is kind of screwed. Static Shock doesn't do it, my friend. So unless he has, like, triple get excited next turn, he is in trouble. We do this. I think we do... We're approaching this. It doesn't matter a lot. I want to single combat this afterwards, so he can't kill off the unit. I mean, we do have double single combat, and yeah, he's fishing here for the Scorched Earth. Okay, he's down to 5 mana, so yeah, this should be game. There's the Scorched Earth. There's another single combat. And we knock him out. I just want to show him how he's, yeah, not going anywhere with this place. Bye bye, Easy Raven.
As I expected.
Yeah, okay, this time I expected it. Okay, guys, I really tried to find a Irelia Azir matchup, but it just didn't show up. For some reason, people don't play it anymore, or I don't know, maybe I'm too low on rank that the Azir Irelia players are all in the higher ranks, I don't know. But yeah, unfortunately I couldn't show off that, but I think I had some pretty neat games besides that, and yeah, that's everything I have got for you today. You may or may not check out this deck yourself. If so, let me know how it was doing for you. And yeah, that's everything I've got for you today. And I think on the weekend we see each other, unless they have the spoilers up early, but I don't think they will. So probably spoilers start the next week. Okay, yeah, and other than that, you stay legendary. Until then, Vlad out.